Hey folks, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So it seems that the Terra Rebels Twitter account has been hacked. So they're saying there was an announcement put out by Clan Mudhorn. So anything you're seeing from that Twitter, just disregard it. This just goes to show the incompetency, I guess, of how bad things had got. So this is an announcement made by Binance, and I should be paying more attention to this. I've recently added this into my hot list. So I was one of the people that stood by this whole, that CZ at one point was going to address the reminting of coins, and it seems on the 26th they have done this. So from reading through this, from what I can tell is Ed is talking with CZ because they specifically mentioned the Terra Foundation guard and that they're in talks with them. So let's just read it for what it is and we'll kind of digest it at the end. So following the recent developments as laid out in Proposal 10983 and Proposal 111111111, where Lunkburn is being reminted as a development fund, Binance will be making changes to the burning of LUNC trading fees to continue to contribute to the supply decrease of LUNC and be in line with what the community originally looked forward to. From December 2022, Binance will be burning 50% of LUNC spot and margin trading fees instead of 100%, and delaying sending LUNC trading fee burn contribution until the 1st of the 3rd, 2023 to ensure LUNC trading fees will be excluded from being reminted. So in addition, Binance has been engaging with the leadership team from Terra Grants Foundation with the below requests to create a new burn wallet that Binance can send LUNC spot and margin trading fees to that does not allow reminting of the burn amount. And we're going to get onto this shortly. To whitelist Binance's wallets so that the transaction tax is not applied when transferring between these wallets. To allow time for these new updates to take place, Binance will delay sending LUNC trading fee burn contributions until the 1st of the 3rd, 2023. Binance will continue to work with the community to support implementations of this new plan, and if for any reason this can't be done, Binance will consider withdrawing the burn contribution going forward. So something nice to note in here, and I did drop this in one of my videos. I think I put this in a couple of my videos. In November, they announced that they're doing the Industry Recovery Initiative, which is a fund to support crypto and Web3 projects for developers wanting to continue to build on the LUNC chain with support. They are welcome to apply here. So that's really helpful for anybody that's currently building a project or was building a project before. You can kind of go through this route to actually get external funding. So what are the good points to take from this? Well, we're kind of getting a slap on the wrist, and it's not really going to go any further than that as long as the correct requirements are fulfilled. So if we now go to Twitter and we find Ed's post, and we can look at Ed's most recent Agora text proposal. So this one, something to note is always read these all the way to the end, and always read, you know, when they're possibly going to be posting it, because a lot of the time they'll leave it in there. So in here, Ed outlines a removal of reminting and a restructuring of the burning system itself. And we're going to go through this in a separate video, but right now I just want to calm down any panic of people getting out of proportion on this and simply going, Binance are just going to stop burning, because they're not. This has everything in it that is required for us, the community, to do for Binance to continue burning. And the new route for burning, like I said, we'll go through this in a separate video because I'm really going to have to read through it with you folks and get people to understand it a little bit better. This will solve it, but the bad side of what has happened from this is, which could have been avoided, is 3 months of no burning. But does that mean that those 3 months they're not going to burn? They're still going to be holding that LUNC that they would have burned. Now, it's not stated inside that announcement whether they are going to be doing that, or they are, or you get the drift. But, you know, we should always be very careful, because it was always a privilege bestowed upon us as a community. They're just not doing this for anyone else, and you're not seeing this for SHIB and other things like that. I solemnly believe the burning should be left as burning. It shouldn't be seen as this route of being able to get funds, because eventually the people that are burning are going to get annoyed, because they're putting in all this hard work to burn coins. And yes, I know a lot of people just care about the burning, but that's part of the community. And that's what makes LUNC different, because we look after all aspects of the community. You should not be shunned just because you're this person or that person. So this in itself, don't freak out because of the information in it. It's simple. We need to follow the outlined route that they're stating, and all will be fine. Everything will go back to normal. And they're obviously stating, you know, if we don't, then Binance will consider withdrawing it. But I feel that we are kind of in safe hands, but at the same time, you know, I'm learning very well, better than anybody, I think, now, that you just can't trust someone because they are popular or they've done great things. You know, it's so many people have come out of the bag as a bad apple, so to speak, and it's really not healthy for the community. And all of this stuff, like I was saying at the beginning of the video, with Terra Rebels Twitter suddenly getting hacked, I'm doing bunny fingers, getting hacked, is just kind of like, we just don't need all of this stuff. And we really do have Binance kind of looking over us all the time. And I said so many times, they've noticed this, they know it's going on, and they're not going to be happy about it. And I don't blame them for halting until this is all solved and their burns are actually going to burning, because that's where they want it to go. If they wanted to fund the LUNC community in that way, they would burn 50% and send 50% to the community pool themselves, put tweets out, do videos. CZ could do a AMA with the Lunk community, asking if the support's helping, and, you know, have a rigged thing, and they could really play it off. So there's always got to be something that is a benefit for these people, and it's just the way things go for these bigger kind of why can't I think of a word for what Binance is? A corporation, but, you know, what, a cult, whatever you want to call it. Can I say cult on YouTube? Oh God. So you know, even with Ed being neutral, and I've read that part specifically in the other Agora text for the L1 development team, even with it being neutral, you know, I'm slightly worried there is a very vast centralization going on. We kind of need it for streamlining, but at the same time, like, I'm worried because I was and I have the messages to prove this if anybody ever wants to question me about it, that I was excluded from Terra Rebels because I'm not a yes man. After I left, I just simply wouldn't, you know, bend to the whip and say yes just because it's them, and I would question things, and it led to me getting no AMAs. It led to us not being able to get any Twitter space. They would give Twitter spaces to anybody but HCC, and it just sucked from where we were sitting because of how much work and help we had put in for them and working with them, to then just be shunned and thrown to the back of the deck. But, you know, we're kind of getting used to it now, and I guess a lot of people kind of noticed a similar thing, but I just don't ever want to be on the outside like I was before, where I'm really having to go to one person and like, yeah, well, I can't tell you anything, so you need to go ask this person, or just not getting replies in general. It's not nice. We do have a community here at HCC, and we do deserve to not be shunned, because people come here specifically for their information, so they don't have to deal with the drama, clickbait, and BS that goes on other channels. Folks, have a really nice Wednesday wherever you are. Stay safe. Beware of scammers. Beware of doppelgangers. Beware of anybody pretending to be me. And I'll catch you in the next one.